Good morning. It is day 95 of the Mississippi River Trail, where I, as a single mom, am paddling the Mississippi River from Minnesota all the way down to Louisiana with 7 of my 15 kids.
We're a family of 15 kids. One mom and Smokey Bear.
And the 7 youngest of us are paddling the whole Mississippi River.
This is chaos made fun.
Come follow our adventure.
Look. Y'all, this is beautiful. It's so beautiful. Like, look, that is crazy. It's like wisteria, but like all year long. And I love wisteria. Today is so exciting. Today is a very good day. We do get to meet the Coast Guard. We talked to Lieutenant Commander yesterday of Morgan City, and we will be meeting him today. He said that he would absolutely love to welcome us, tell us job well done, tell the kids how well they did, applaud us for our Atchafalaya decision to exit the river via that route versus the main channel, and basically go over boater education. He wants to applaud the kids for having their life jacket on 100% of time in the water, and what an example they set. So I could not ask for such a better ending to this trail. As emotional as getting off the trail is, it is coming to a very good end. And we are excited to end the trail this way. And I do not regret it. I absolutely do not regret it. This is the most peaceful way, and it was actually a really good surprise. Like, I was shocked to find out how much I actually love the swamp and marshlands. Henderson Swamp, Lake Martin were epic. And it's stuff like this behind me. And the alligators, to be able to paddle the waters and just see nature doing its natural thing, it's very healing in every way. So we're out here finishing in a way that I didn't give, I think, enough credit to. And this is what the kids begged to do. Smokey wanted to go this route. I just wanted big ships because I wanted a grand finale and to feel like I had actually paddled into the Gulf. And I thought going out the bayous would not give that feeling, but I was so wrong. So we are very happy with our decision. But in that means we also get to visit the Coast Guard in Morgan City. So we will go meet them today. And then the dude that works at this park, he is so cool. His name is Robert. And we are at Lake Inn State Park. It's a campground. And it is beautiful. I would come here to vacation for like a week or two at a time. Like, if I was an RVer, I'd live here. But it's beautiful. And the grounds are very well maintained. But he is super kind. So we talked for a while this morning. We'll talk to him later today. But when we were talking, he actually brought us a brochure. And he worked 30 years on an offshore oil rig. So we were talking about our similarities and oil past and all that stuff. But they now have a museum that is an offshore oil rig. They have moved inland to Morgan City and turned it into a museum. And he was able to get us in to the offshore oil museum. But with that being said, we get to go to an oil rig today. That is really cool. So with our roots and family history and oil, that's a really cool way to end this trail too. And one I didn't expect, didn't ever really think about oil, but it's so cool. So now we get to go meet the Coast Guard. We get to go to the Environmental Education Center called Cajun Coast, I think. And we get to go to an oil rig. So it's a very good day and really a way to go out in style. And we'll paddle our last 22 tomorrow, come to Burns Point, and we'll be headed home. So for all of those that are commenting and mentioning that you are so sad this is ending, we do, look, they will actually come over here and touch your feet because they think you have food. The kids have been feeding them all morning. But we have really cool plans for 26, in which some of the older A will be joining us on those trips. So whether it's one long through hike or 2 shorter ones, but we're leaning towards the one long through hike. So stay tuned for that and you'll see what we have planned for 26 and daily vlogs in 26. Until then, we'll probably back it down to 2 to 3 a week and just do a lot of our local adventures to our home in Danville, Virginia. Lots of hiking. We love hiking and the kids want to return to it. Not Oatmeal is begging to return to the AT. So lots of day hikes, backpacking trips, things like that. We'll keep y'all posted and you can watch us do that too. So this has worked out really well and I actually really enjoy vlogging and the kids don't mind. They're having fun with it. So we're going to keep it up. Also, a huge shout out to the 4,000 new subscribers to our Facebook page. It boomed yesterday. I think in 24 hours, we've gotten over 5,000 new likes. So huge welcome to y'all. We look at our online family, just that, like family. It is a place of encouragement, positivity, and just kindness. We want to be kind. You'll always get the stupid comments. You'll always get the haters. We just ignore those. But to all of you new people, I hope that we inspire you to go do these things. No one has to through paddle. No one has to through hike. Just get outside. Go do really epic stuff and whatever makes you feel the most alive. I hope that we inspire and encourage others in that realm to go do what makes you feel alive. For us, it happens to look like this. For you, it may be scuba diving, bucket list things. So if you've got bucket list things, go do them. You're not too old, it's never too late, and you can make it happen with kids. I want to inspire other families, other moms, other single parents that it is possible to do these things with kids. And we're out here just showing you as we do it. You won't ever have all the answers. If you wait till you had all the answers, you never do it. So you just get out there, prepare as best as you can, figure it out as you go, improvise, adapt, and overcome. It goes a long way, and common sense, that helps too. But anyway, here we are. It's an epic day. Huge shout out to all the new subscribers to Facebook, and we look forward to all the encouragement and support as we move forward. So let's go meet some Coast Guard and then see an oil rig.
Get alerts when we release new episodes. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel.
Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel.
So we are at the Morgan City, United States Coast Guard facility, in which we finally get to go in and meet all the guys behind the scenes that have helped us get down the river and that we've communicated with since basically St. Louis. It is a very cool thing to be here, and yes, we actually get a tour, which we were hoping we would. So Lieutenant Veach, he's a lieutenant commander, and he has been absolutely stunning to deal with. They're kind, they're efficient, we've had good communication, and now we get to go see the behind the scenes of traffic control. So pretty cool. Let's go meet some Coast Guard. You're the man I'm looking for, probably.
Yeah, beautiful day.
Yes, it is.
Too bright
How
out
are you
here.
all doing? Good? Hi, Tim. Nice to meet you.
This is the crew. So,
Man, you guys been having a little adventure, huh? Did you read Tom Finn or Huckleberry Finn, Tom Sawyer? I got about 16 ID cards. That's our way too. She makes ID cards and make sure we all get paid and a whole bunch of other fun stuff. All the important stuff. This is our unit Chris logo. It's 2 alligators and some mud bugs. So this is Vessel Traffic Service Berwick Bay. I'm the Vessel Traffic Director. I did 20 years, 4 in the Marine Corps and 16 in the Coast Guard. And I actually did this job. I was one of the last active duty people to do it, and then they made it a civilian job. I have 19 coasties that work for me. The guys in the blue suits, they're active duty Coast Guard, and 5 civilians. This is manned 24/7, 365 a year. The bridges, did you all paddle underneath the bridges downtown? So those 3
Not in Morgan
bridges
City.
before the 1970s were the most hit bridges in the whole United States. Something like 1,000 strikes a year. So we were put into place to prevent those strikes from happening. So
How you doing?
we keep traffic one way at a time. So we'll let our northbounders come through the bridges, and then we'll bring up our southbounders through the bridges to prevent meeting or passing in that zone right there. During times of high water, anything over 4 feet, it gets really tricky out here. The currents, the Atchafalaya River gets 30% of the Mississippi at the Old River Lock Control Structures. I'm sure you all saw that up there. That Old River Lock Control Structure is one of the oldest control structures in the whole country. So we're going to have a camera on the bridges downtown because that's an important spot. Another neat factor here is 2 of the 4 ways to get out of our little zone here are controlled by locks. We have the Bayou Teche lock that basically is just a small canal. You could take a 1 barge tow. And then we have the Bayou Bluff lock, and that's on the intercoastal waterway that goes east and west, all the way up the east coast and down to Corpus Christi, Brownsville, Texas. So we are kind of a linchpin. If something goes wrong here and a vessel sinks in our waterway and it clogs up the channel, I've had it happen before to where we'd have 60 tows lined up, and every day after the 3rd day, gas starts going up 10 cents a gallon. So in here, what these folks over here are doing, they're marine inspectors. They're inspecting your tugboats, your barges, your OSVs, offshore supply vessels, dry docks, and they're making sure they're in compliance with all U.S. codes and regulations. It's very important, a lot of the chemicals that are transported on the ICW and offshore here, if a barge wrecks, it could do a lot of damage to the environment and the ecosystems. And there is a bunch of chemicals, byproducts that are pushed along the ICW that if exposed to the air can take out the whole city. So that's another reason that the VTS is here to ensure safe operations.
We are now at the Cajun Coast Welcome Center, which the Coast Guard actually recommended we visit, along with Green Gator Farms and a few other places. So we're hitting here first before we go see the Petroleum Museum. But it's pretty cool. So it's an entire environmental educational learning facility. So another one of those and for the Bayou and the Atchafalaya Basin. So let's go see.
Look how big that eagle is.
Ooh, that's a big one. The Eagle Expo. Oh, thanks to widespread efforts to improve its habitat, the bald eagle is thriving on the Cajun coast and celebrated at the annual Eagle Expo. Dude, they have eagle festivals and stuff down here. We went to the Eagle Center in Minnesota and now, or Wabasha, and now we're all the way into Cajun country and they're honoring eagles as well. Butterflies. Do you see the butterflies on there? Oh, look at that.
Look. Got a big old crawdad.
Oh, that's very cool. It'd be his little baby bear. Oh, there's an alligator in there. That is cool.
Look, this is what Smokey needs.
Oh yeah, Smokey baby bear. Y'all come here. Opie, Alex, come here. What of all of this have we seen?
We've seen that, not those. We have seen some dead ones. What are these things?
Bald cypress, the type of tree.
Oh.
Cypress trees.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we've seen those.
Smokey's seen this.
We've seen. Yeah. What are
We've
these?
heard a woodpecker, but we haven't seen one yet.
Seen dead wood.
Mom, what are these?
Carolina wren. I'm sure we've
we've
seen those.
Snails, yes. These, yes.
You remember seeing the blue one at the education center where y'all held the snake? And there was a blue one in there?
Yes, ma'am.
And he was super, super blue. What do you see? Oh, a pterodactyl.
Where's it, Carol?
Right there, far out. He's big.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Mom, look. You can see the bluegills. Look, out there. You see the fish? There's way out there. It looks like a stick.
That's it.
Oh, that's fish? Yep.
That's a bluegill.
Oh.
And then look, there's turtles in the weeds.
Oh, I
Oh, there's a bunch of them.
No, the blue guy moved.
Look at their little backs just popping out of the grass. Oh, the same one?
This
Yeah,
one.
he just swam out from under the bridge. Oh, he's moving.
Where'd he go?
Yeah, he's moving.
Oh, there he is.
I was trying to jam.
What do you think about the Coast Guard? There's some honest feedback here.
They gave me the hat, so that's pretty nice.
Oh, they did? The one you're currently wearing? We have made it to the International Petroleum Museum that Robert at the campground told us about, which is so cool. He actually volunteers here or works here on his days off from the campground. But this is a really cool place, somewhere we did not expect to be today. The opportunity just popped up, and their Again support vehicle was able to get us here. We got to meet the Coast Guard. It's a good day. But being born and raised in Texas and having deep roots in oil history makes this super cool because the kids can actually experience it and see what an offshore oil rig is like. This is actually, and I'm sure he'll tell us about it, but Robert told us a little that it's the only one of its kind where it is a mobile unit, and they did that, I think, in order to save it from demolition, and they moved it up here in order to restore it and turn it into an educational resource and museum. Very, very cool. But it also gives kids their Texas roots and the oil roots they came from. So my dad was in the oil industry, and we had extended family in the oil industry as well. One of the grandparents, the paternal grandparents, actually owned a pipeline business. So deep in the heart of West Texas. So for them to be able to get this aspect of it and learn about oil and how it affects the Mississippi, the pipelines through here go all the way to Texas. So very cool that the kids can learn about their kind of heritage, their roots, and see how an offshore oil rig actually works. So let's go learn about some oil. While we're waiting on Bryce to show up to give us the tour, yo, look at this. I'm sure he'll probably explain it, but this is so cool. They look like little minions. Look, from Riviera Beach, Florida, or Riviera Beach, Riviera. Manned observation work bell has been in service in the Gulf of Mexico and off Brazil, depth of 1,000 feet. That's so cool. People actually get in that thing.
Yeah, Mom, look, this is where you get in.
Ooh.
Open.
That is brave. It smells like a mix of river and ocean. Do you smell the difference? It smells different.
Mom.
Very nice to meet you.
Good meeting you guys. Y'all having a good trip?
Yes, sir.
Get started here with some history and then other information. Then go throughout the rig, give you an idea of how they live and work out there. Let's see, y'all good at math? He is. Okay, there'll be a math problem later. So, but on the history side of it, the actual offshore oil and gas industry started in 1947 when a crew went from Morgan City out into the Gulf, built a platform, erected a land drilling rig on the platform, drilled a well, couldn't see land, so now they were offshore. So every time they wanted to drill another well, they were building a platform, putting a land rig on it, because that's what they knew how to do. It worked, profitable, so keep doing it that way. Then in the early 1950s, a man working here in Morgan City named Alden Doc Laborde came up with the idea of a portable, self-contained drilling rig. A rig they could use over and over again. This is the rig that he built. So when you see the legs going into the water, they're sitting on top of a barge. So this revolutionized the drilling industry, and every drilling rig out there today is modeled after this rig, but now for deeper water depths. This one, because of the length of the legs, was limited to 40 feet, so 13 meters of water depth that it could work in. Today, we're in 12,000 feet of water depth, so 4 kilometers of water depth. So as we look at this quarters, when this rig was working, the crew was all men. So community bathrooms, community shower rooms. Most of our rooms, as you see, these have 4 beds. Today we do have women working offshore, so now we're building living quarters with more privacy. So now you might have 2 staterooms that share a bathroom and shower. Each room have its own bathroom and shower. Math problem time. So there's 30 rooms that have 1 bed with a bathroom and shower. So, and then you have 75 that have 2 beds. And then you add the other 30 back in, it's 105. So part of that is what answer you're looking for. How many have 2 beds or how many total? So there's 75 with 2 beds. So there's 105 rooms total, all with their own bathroom. Down to what water depth you're going to work. Once you're at that water depth, you fly it out of the cage. So it has a sonar system on it where you can navigate around with obstacles between the cage and the work site. This is our personnel basket. So if we're up here and want to get down to a boat, the crane operator picks us up in this basket and lowers down to the boat. So this basket will fit 4 people riding inside. There's another model of this basket that doesn't have a center post, so with no center post, the basket's collapsible. You don't want to be inside a collapsible basket, so you ride on the outside. So just imagine now, for when we're doing training, they'll pick the students up 4 at a time and put half the class on a barge right in this nice calm river, and then take and move pipe down and do all these rigging scenarios. So they're picking them up, say, 75 feet, 25 meters above water surface.
This looks pretty awesome to me.
Well, let's see how we're going to actually drill that well now. We're going to take one of these side winches and we're going to drag that single jointed drill pipe up here, put that single jointed drill pipe in the hole that's below this plate. Once it's there, using this drawworks winch, which is now attached by cable to this travel block, so remember the model block and tackle system. So now you've got the travel block hanging up here. Hanging from the travel block would be that swivel hook laying over there on the pipe rack deck. Hanging from that swivel hook is this Kelly, this tall piece right here. So we're going to stab our new jointed drill pipe onto the existing pipe. Now we've got to spin it to thread it together. So we've got a chain over here hooked to a winch. We wrap the chain around the pipe, pull the chain, that spins the pipe and threads it together. Open top tanks is where we be mixing the drilling mud. Now since we're not using any drilling mud, we use these things with confined space entry and rescue classes. So every part of this rig has hands-on training capability. Okay, now do the big one. I don't know that. I can do it with one hand, you're doing 2.
Oh, you're saying you're picking that up with one hand?
Yes, sir.
Don't arm wrestle that man.
I didn't plan on it.
Yeah, he said don't leave until we've been up.
The last time we landed a helicopter was early last year for a movie that was being filmed on the rig.
Wow.
So that was before we put the paint down. Because they wanted to make it look like.
That red thing way over there.
Oh, I see it.
Where?
Does it look like a pavilion?
Not really.
So is this the Mississippi or is this the other?
This is a Chapelay. This is how big the Chapelay gets. Have we not gotten off of it?
I see it. of them. Yo, Mom, look, they found like a volcano. Whatever that thing is.
Oh, that's just them welding underwater. That's the well. Look, that's an underwater welder helmet. Whoa. Look at that dude and that diver suit. We just got back to our campground from the Petroleum Museum, and look, this is what Robert did. He's the dude that works here that we got to know. Look what he did. We came back to a whole pile of firewood for us. That's pretty crazy awesome. So we'll have to say thank you to Bob because that's really cool.